Lagers, Pilsners, India Pale Ales, Double IPAs, Doppelbocks, Belgian Goldens. That's right, it's all here on another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
Poppin' Taps on a Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store downtown Blacksburg. We are enjoying, or well,
drinking,
consuming non-alcoholic beers because it is our first round of dry January Brewsday Tuesdays. Now, I will say this, that Athletic was much better than the Heineken, although I don't think it tasted very much like an Oktoberfest. So duly, just note that.
Yeah, it definitely did not, but it was passable.
Definitely passable. Now, this round, again, I think we're going to be stepping it up a notch because I was pleasantly surprised when I went beer shopping the other day that Collective Arts actually has a hazy pale ale that is indeed non-alcoholic. I have it here in my hands. It says right here, non-alcoholic malt beverage contains less than 0.5%. These are more of the crafty, so you'll see that. Drink creatively. 1 part craft beverage, 1 part canvas. Collective Arts is a fusion of creativity featuring the talents of emerging artists from around the world. I guess that's just their main spiel. But yeah, like always, Collective Arts can has a lot of funky, cool labels to it, and this one is no exception. Now, similar to your Athletic, we do have nutrition facts on here. This can is 90 calories. We got 18 carbs. Maybe is it because they figure if you're drinking NA,
you're probably health
you
conscious
want to be a bit more health conscious? Or I remember you said that yours was gluten free, and we had that sort of
no. That one was vegan.
Vegan, okay, vegan. Okay, I guess there's a difference there, isn't there? Well, either way, it is. It has the full ingredients list and all that good stuff. So, Collective Arts, obviously a well-renowned brewery. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do an NA beer.
I've got Industrial Arts Brewing Company's safety glasses, hence the, if you're watching on video, safety glasses I'm wearing. Because you always got to think safety first. It says so right on this damn can. And Near Beer, non-alcoholic brew, contains less than 0.5% ABV. It's an IPA, 80 calories, 17 grams of carbs, less than a gram of protein, 0 grams fat. And it's a cereal beverage brewed and canned by Industrial Arts Brewing Company. I don't think I've ever seen it labeled a cereal beverage. Makes sense, but never seen it before.
So
it's also safety
cereal because it's kid-like because there's no alcohol. And
that's right. Where's the bunny?
Kids can't drink. I know that they at least couldn't buy alcohol-free beer or NA beer because there is still that 0.5. But what about the 0.0? Could a kid go in and buy 0.0 Heineken beer or whatever?
You would think so.
Or do they just not want to encourage?
I mean, now I kind of want to like try and figure out a way to experiment with
Well,
that.
send Harper down to the store with a 5. Or actually, you'd need at least 10, bro. Yeah, NA beers ain't cheap. But
it's some Heineken 0.0.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Man, the nose on this Collective Arts is phenomenal. And I stand corrected. What was that brewery again? Industrial
Brewing Company or Industrial Arts.
Industrial Arts, yeah. So I stand corrected. I looked them up, and I have had one of their beers. They're out of Beacon, New York. It was a pretty damn good one too. I think I gave it like damn near a 5. But they seem like a pretty solid brewery. So I got a feeling that'll be a decent beer as well. I think that's the only NA that they do. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty new to the NA game, so yeah, safety glasses is pretty funny. So that one stood out to me. So, and fun fact, all of these beers, well, maybe not the Athletic. I think that was the only Athletic one that I have, but the Heineken, the Collective Arts, and the safety glasses, I will have available to drink this Saturday at the Hokey Hash. We're doing it again, and I don't know. The weather looks like it could be a wild card, but Hash is rain or shine, ladies. Rain, snow, sleet, or shine. So we're doing the Hokey Hash this weekend. It's going to be, it'll be an interesting one, I would say for sure.
Is the hash dry?
What do you mean?
Well, you said say one of these is going to be available. Are all the beers going to be dry?
No, I'm gonna have proper beer, but obviously I'm sure I'm not the only one that's
Well,
doing
that's what
dry
I say, like,
January.
so-
So I'm the beer meister. So I made sure to have a good selection of NA beers to
I
select.
like
So,
that.
so this isn't even all that I'm going to have, but there is going to be some NA. There's going to be some, obviously a good variety of other beers, sours and regulars, IPAs, all that good stuff. Also, not beers. So your ciders, your seltzers, your that kind of crap. I have quite a variety. $7. Come on out, have some fun if you got the balls, because the weather's supposed to be terrible on Saturday.
Well, if you get a near beer blanket going,
Yeah, I wonder, do beer sleeves work if it's NA beer? I don't know. I don't know if that'll
Can't.
help too much. But
Cannot.
it'll be an interesting one. But yeah, the details are on our or do we have, I don't know if we still have a link or whatever, but
Yeah,
you can just search for Hokey Hash. It's HOKEY, Hokey Hash House Harriers on Facebook, and you'll see the event that's coming up this Saturday with all the details on where to come meet us for the hash. Wanted to get that out there because I've been doing a lot of beer shopping. I think this beer shop was the most expensive one so far because, again, I wanted to get, you got to get the usuals,
Yeah.
but also I wanted to get some more NA stuff. And so it was quite the receipt at the beer shopping store this past weekend.
I'm gonna have to make one of these work for me because it seems like every time there is one, I'm either like immediately getting ready to have a child or working.
Well, before too long, I'm actually going to miss the next one, but I think me and BB, or her hash name is Willy Nilly. I believe we will be hashing the April hash. So that one will probably be here in Radford.
I should have no conflicts. That'll work.
That'll be an interesting one. We'll see. Well, hopefully it will be. I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. We still got some time, but that'll be our first time herring, i.e., putting the course together and planting the beers and all the fun stuff. And
I feel like doing it as a team will make it even more dynamic.
I would imagine. Hopefully, we'll be able to come up with a fun, clever way to make it even sweeter.
I
But
like that.
yeah, it'll be good. I like it too.
All the
It's
info
fun.
over on our website.
Yeah, check out the website. We'll make sure it's posted up there within a reasonable time because, well, Nate's our web guy and he can get it done. He can get her done.
Gotta do something around here.
No diggity, no diggity. So, obviously, we'll continue drinking our NA beers. As far as future shows for Dry January, I have, I think, the other 3 planned, but I still have a while. Oh, no, no, you got the other one.
Yeah.
So we're good. All right. I was going to ask for more suggestions, but I think we're covered now. So we're going to mix it up.
It's interesting knowing what we've got on the horizon. I think this is the one I was least looking forward to.
Today's?
Yeah.
Today's? Yeah. I mean, well.
So we got it out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think about which other one. Yeah, honestly, I probably will enjoy the other ones better than this one. I would think.
Very fun.
It will be fun. So, see, there you go, people. You don't have to drink alcohol to have fun. It just makes it a little bit more fun.
Exactly.
Usually.
You ever tried bowling sober? It's not as fun.
I don't know if I could ever bowl without having some beers.
I would say we've done the science, at least my wife and I.
Well, that's what
that first game of bowling, before you get that picture of beer in you, always terrible.
Oh, you get better for sure.
That second game, that's the sweet spot.
And it doesn't have to do with just getting warmed up. It's the booze
the
gets you
beer.
there. It really does. But although honestly, I need to try, and that's one of the things I'm trying to see with this month is because there is stuff like that. Case in point, bowling. You shouldn't have to feel like you need to have a drink to enjoy and have fun bowling, but it does kind of feel that way.
helps.
Like going to tech games and tailgating. I feel like they go hand in hand. Going to concerts. You could still have a good time. And case in point, I got tickets to go see Tool later this month. Are we going to go? Oh, well, we can't drink, but that shouldn't stop us from going. We should still go. I'm sure it'll be a great show.
It'll be a long show.
Well, yeah, it probably
I love
will
Tool.
be. Tool's great.
I've only ever seen them sober. I've not seen them since I turned 21.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think of the first time I saw him, whether I was sober or not, because I was pretty young And I didn't even really like Tool at the time. I just happened to luck into a ticket, and I was like, well, all right, if, my friends were going, and I was like, dude, this show was awesome.
It's such a phenomenon.
I might have been under some sort of an influence. I don't know if it was alcohol. Probably, yeah. I think we were drinking. I don't know if I was 21 or not, but
I would say that, yeah, that's not necessarily limiting, but it does make it
Mhm.
trickier when you get into the venue. But I've, like I said, only seen them sober.
well, did they play sober and you felt like right at home with
They
it?
did, and I did. It's absolutely wild. And a show like that, though, is particularly interesting because a lot of the people buying Tool tickets probably going to see it not sober. So, like,
I bet there's a good mix.
you feel like you're in the minority in the crowd, and it's interesting to not just watch the show, but to people watch. Ooh,
People
it's
watching at
entertaining.
concerts can be again, I mean, pretty much ever since I've been able to drink, you drink, that's just, you're used to it. You tailgate a little bit, grab a couple, $12, $15, $16 beers at the concerts that are just so overpriced, but seem so necessary. Think about how much money you could save going to a show sober. I mean, geez Louise.
Water's still like $8.
Well, yeah, you don't need the water unless it's scorching, which it's still unbelievable that they can charge that for something that's a necessity.
Falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
How have we arrived at this point?
I don't know. I guess this is how the combos go when you're not drinking.
We need beer.
We do need beer. Well, I'll be honest though. This is pretty tasty. Now, it's obviously missing a key ingredient that I would say usually belongs and should include beer, but it's a very interesting color. A nice hazy indeed is the right word for it. And it is a very pale hazy. I mean, it's damn near looks like lemonade, this Collective Arts. It's the aroma on it is phenomenal. Lacing is great. I think my untapped score for the Collective Arts Hazy Pale Non-Alcoholic Beer, which is how we like to rate our beers, Untapped, the friendly beer app that you can download for free. You can feel free to friend us on there as well. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Big Nate Danger sitting across from me. This one is, I'm probably going to give it a 4. Now, don't expect me to give too high a mark from NA beers, but a 4, that's probably the highest as I would go, I would imagine. I guess we'll see, but
Yeah, this I'm kind of in the same boat you're in with the Safety Glasses IPA. I mean, this is pretty damn good. You don't get as much of the fullness that you would want from an IPA, but it's solid. It's got the hoppiness. It's kind of crisp. It's refreshing, honestly. I mean, if it were a hot summer day and are mowing the lawn, you can hand me that. I'm not sure I would notice that it's not a real beer. I'm gonna give it a 4.
all right, yeah, right there. Again, NA beers and the world of craft beer, they've come together and it's not what it used to be. It's not an old duels. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot better stuff out these days. So if you are trying to do the dry January thing, or maybe you just, you're just that's just your prerogative. You want to be a little healthier. I mean, we were listening to this podcast on the way back from Falls Church about just, how bad alcohol is for you, basically, to make us feel even better about the dry January. But if you're trying to be healthier, it's certainly a thing to do. Which honestly, that's another thing, man. I got on the scale last night. It's not good. The holidays did it. Alcohol, I'm sure, played a factor. So I'm gonna see how much weight I can lose in the dry January month.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I got told by a coworker here that I look like I gained like 30 pounds over the time I've been gone.
What a very nice coworker.
It's like, Jesus. First of all, that seems hyperbolic. Second of all, my hands still fit.
I don't know. I think you look fantastic.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
All right, Nate. Well, I think the NA beer, I think we can pump the brakes on the actual near beer stuff. And like you said, we got a couple more fun shows in the mix. So we'll switch it up next week, as if we're not switching it up enough. And we'll see where we go with the dry January Brewsday Tuesdays. This is going to be, I'm glad you're on this endeavor with me. It's going to be a interesting.
Can't think of anyone I'd rather do it with.
Well, here we are. We are doing it indeed. We'll take a quick break and we'll be doing more tunes, as it is Brewsday Tuesday. JT's up next with the Just Tunes. I'll be back tomorrow to rock your socks off. I'll see